This recorder right here, it's a little different than my other recordings that I make from what I've been making, because this right here, it's pretty much nothing short of what I would consider giving, the same energy. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, clarify something about, Elijah while I was here. You know what I mean? And if anybody looking at my earlier stuff, I talk about early that, aggression and things like that. That's, fundamentally, the aggression was different, than, the way it's traditionally used, as far as, any aggression that comes with, Christianity. What it does is it shows, it's more like rebuke and correction, to keep people away from the path of hell. That's fundamentally what it is, but when you look at the fact that, okay, you got light and you got versus darkness, you got good versus evil. When you follow the light, and then there's a place where it's an exceptional amount of darkness and evil, then the Bible is more than one Bible verse. You feel me? The Bible is more than one Bible verse. All the way from the Old Testament to the New Testament, it shows, truth. God has corrected, encouraged, inspired, uplifted, show compassion, love, sympathy. That's all things of God. But then God also shows judgment, things like that when it's necessary. And, it's just misconceptions that I don't want nobody to get wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I've experienced an exceptional amount of evil, unprovoked and without cause, in multiple states, that I've gone, across. Because my life changed to where it was a way where I'd be able, it wasn't primarily the intention, that the way things worked out, but it was God's will, without my knowledge, without my participation, because me choosing to making the best possible decisions for myself and my life, it inadvertently put me in a position where I can be, a ministry, I can minister better, and I can be a pillar of God. I was already a servant of God when I was, in worse positions. So, for me to be then, my life worked out to the point where it put me in a position where I can be, more, I can be more like I can be heard, heard, by to a larger and broader scale. Now, I've gotten like a lot of opposition, to my ministry, my Christian ministry, because it was always a Christian ministry. Now, the Antichrist, which are the injustices, the militias, the government, as well as, these artists, and then all of their fans and those who worship these artists, which are beasts and, dragons, they have an exceptional amount of, they have an exceptional, like a extreme satanic obsession with my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unnatural, and they are able to mask it, you feel me, underneath, layers of, it's like psychopathy. You know what I'm saying? They're able to mask it under layers of, of actually with their mammon and their popularity and then their arts. You feel me? So they can mask it with their public personas. You feel me? That's how they get away with it. But on the low and secret, they go back home and they zone directly on my life. And it's been like that for like over 20 years. And you got people in high positions, and that has been their entire life. They dedicated, to my downfall. It goes without saying at this point that it is directly a direct hit placed on me from ages 1 to 3, anyway from ages 1 and 3 all the way to now, by, the structures, injustices, that's underhanded by artists and the government. That goes without saying at this point, because, we it's like society has such a short memory. You know what I'm saying? A couple of days ago, these people had, influential figures and governments had pretty much showed their whole feet, their whole foot, all their toes. Those influential figures backed off. You know what I'm saying? I had an ounce of peace. Well, today they're back, and nobody does anything. Nobody's even recognizing that they're back in my life, illegally, without my consent. It's remotely now. Everything is always remote. You feel me? But they're back here. And this has been a thing that's been happening all the way back to like 2014, like an endless cycle. The same influential figures, all the same since 2014. You know what I'm saying? You could do the math. And it's just like an endless spiral. They're cycling and cycling and cycling to the point where they're still present in my life, though the structures have had like at least 4 years of foreknowledge. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 years of foreknowledge, actually. And they have did nothing or very little, to disrupt these celebrities, because they are using these celebrities, the women, especially, and the men use the women too. So it's like they're enemies, but they helping each other against, serving a God or Elijah, and this is right, and that's what's happening in plain sight. I just had another attempt, on my life unprovoked. I had one on my life the other day, unrecognized, unprovoked. It's like, at this point, the whole entire country is crucifying Jesus Christ. I mean, you can listen to all of this stuff. So that tells you that America is not under God, has nothing to do with God. And you know what I mean? And one of the reasons for this recording is in my demise, you feel me? Or, whatever, to the point where I'm not here in earth. I don't want these people, places, and things trying to make it seem like, they was for me or pro me, because, I've experienced probably more evil than any other, entity that's famous, especially this generation. They try to make comparisons to me and others, but it's not the same. I'm Elijah. You feel me? I'm not an activist. You feel me? I'm not solely an activist. I'm just a follower of Christianity. Simple. I got extraordinary artistic talent. I can display at any time. Man, they know that. They saw it since all the way 2014. You know what I'm saying? They the same people was watching me illegally, including the injustices. And they are all colluding together against one person. You know what I'm saying? And then, the magnitude of cowardice goes without saying. Anybody would know that doing this against somebody that can't defend themselves is the extreme, display of, is unsympathetic, uncompassionate, unfitting, considering what they claim to have stood for. But this is what, above all, proof, that it's proof of what's Babylon and what ain't, but yeah, any step I make to secure my legacy or my testimony, which is my proof of my innocence, my blamelessness, and also the truth about Christianity, my gospel ministry, and everything, anything that I do or don't do, it's like they misrepresent all my actions to be what they want it to be. You know what I'm saying? They are, stalking my life still, resulting in tons of, expenses. You feel me? Every single day, not just to my health, but also to any of my investments. You know what I'm saying? This has been going on 4 years after the structures were formally notified. Why is everybody still so calm about it? The country is, they all, there's no Christians in America. Despite what you might believe, if it is, it's a very, very small group. You know what I'm saying? That you could probably down to, just like a few, hundreds, it's not a Christian country anymore. You know what I'm saying? That should be all up, They have no reverence. And even to these artists who intentionally, they colluded, like, far back as 2014 to place, people later that would later come into power into those positions, just as a way to be a hindrance and, as immunity, they used as a shield, as immunity to commit murder, against yours truly. And this is something that I've been following, for all these years, because I've had no choice. It's my life. And they place these people, in position on purpose to do this very thing. And then now through the, torture tech and things, torture mechanisms and all, but as well as just informal ways in a regular real day life, these same artists, the ones that keep telling me, just trying to use, these other people to counsel me, as an influence, so they get away with identity theft and, and larceny, stealing somebody's intellectual property. And the structures were forewarned of this, before it ever snowballed to the point it's at now. But they intentionally allowed it to, get this bad on purpose. And that includes anything, that also includes death and all. You know what I mean? They turn, like, it's like they weaponize my life, and the structures help artists collude, you know what I mean, try to conform my life into, their culture, gang culture, and all of these kind of things. The structures, they colluded with artists, you know what I'm saying? So that was like from ages 1 to 3, all the way, to age 7 to 12 when they did the torture thing, and then ever since, all the way to now. So they taking my whole life from me, and I'm innocent. You know what I mean? I talk about this all the time. Nobody does anything. You know what I mean? It's pretty much the point of this recording. I just, just know, man, that nah, you know what I'm saying? When I'm not here no more, don't claim Elijah. You feel me? Don't claim Elijah. And that don't mean that the beast is Elijah. You feel me? I'm me. I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know what I'm saying? Those who worship the beast everybody know they fake. They going to the lake of fire hell. They got no choice but to worship the beast though. Because the real Elijah right here does not vibe with them. Feel me? I don't, you know what I'm saying? All these places I go innocent, they know the truth. They know the culprits. They do nothing to them, but they try to kill me anyway still. You feel me? They allow it, you know what I'm saying? They're hoping that every time that they try, you know what I'm saying, that it's successful. And this is happening after the structures and the capital have had knowledge of it. 4 years later, the whole time. And this actually started way back, this was happening like as far back as 2013, 14. And, they just tried to use other situations like to try to mask over my growth as a person. You know what I'm saying? My natural human growth, they tried to position certain circumstances in their economy, you know what I'm saying, to where it would seem as though they can throw, you know what I'm saying, they can cover that up with, it's like false flagging. They can cover that up with somebody else's, existence or presence. You know what I'm saying? When the situation really outlasted, them, but they also participated in it as well. It's true and it's facts. What else? What else can you do? I've been at a point desperation for like 8 years, for doing the will of God, Christianity. You know what I'm saying? These people allow attacks on me, you know what I'm saying? And they try to like literally, they be trying to find ways to take my life or try to get me in a position to take my life. And then the next day they're back in my life like we're friends against my will. You know what I'm saying? What worse kind of torture, you know what I'm saying, could a person be given? I really don't associate with these people. The White House not keeping them from me. They attack on my life after the structure's been given hundreds of, like notifications of, what the circumstances at hand. They still allow this same thing to keep happening over and over again all week, every week for like years at a time. They're using these influential figures as weapons. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're not being prosecuted, And that's facts, but I just don't want people to, you know what I'm saying, to be claiming me and things like we was cool. We not cool. You feel me? We not cool. We just don't have no order or structure in this country on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Just for one person. They broke and nullified the whole law under the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? And it goes without saying that the country could never be under God. For something like this to have happened for such a long period of time anyway, and this is not like somebody else's life. This is like a continual hunting and torture, exploitation, humiliation, crucifixion of one person from birth to death, and in progress as we speak. It's not fame. You know what I'm saying? It's not fame. This is humiliation, mockery. They mocking God right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not fame. They're mocking God as we speak. The whole country unanimously. This is the situation. They refuse to perform justice when it's due. You know what I'm saying? But my life is given no value. You know what I'm saying? For these things keep happening to me on occasion, casually. But those, they're saying that my life matters less than those doing this to me. Even though they know and see, you know what I'm saying? And they even say themselves that these people are responsible for it. I don't know. I don't want to ever personalize this experience, But yeah, I be going, like all the places I've been, it's almost every, it's, yeah, man, they keep throwing these other people in a way, but they're just used as excuses. I don't want nobody claiming me, you know what I'm saying, when I'm not here no more. You know what I'm saying? Unless I vouch personally for them and you hear me say their name in my recordings. And that would never happen. You feel me? In context, nah. You know what I'm saying? That would never happen. I'm not I'm not friends with these people. You know what I'm saying? I never will be. I'm not cool with these people. You know what I'm saying? For what they allow me to keep going through every single day for years at a time and doing nothing about those responsible. I'm like, well, it's a time of war. God saying Ecclesiastics, you know, it's a time for everything under the sun. It's a time for peace and it's a time for war. Now is a time for war because these people can't be reasoned with. You know what I'm saying? They are demon possessed, egotistic. You know what I'm saying? They have an overinflated sense of self-confidence. You know, they're boastful. You know what I'm saying? They think that they are better than other people. You know what I'm saying? I think they're better. You feel me? And then they don't stop. They don't live by legal constraints. And there's no way nothing can stop. It's crazy. You know what I mean? I guess this confirmation though as well that my kingdom is not of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Confirmation as well. My kingdom not of the earth, you know? And so they continue with this thing, you know, of sabotaging everything in my life. Everything I touch, they destroy it. They stalking me, following me everywhere. You know what I mean? It's been 8 years straight. You know what I'm saying? The structures own the land. They own the soil. You know what I'm saying? This is their soil, technically. You know what I'm saying? They hold control of the soil. So, if they're informed that I'm not comfortable with this interaction from these celebrities and they're still doing nothing about it, then that's murder. You feel me? That's first. Especially with 4 years of knowledge. 4 years of foreknowledge ahead of time. They're responsible for everything that happened to me after 2017. It don't matter what celebrity was doing it. You know what I'm saying? They had an obligation, you know what I'm saying, to uphold the law. You know what I'm saying? Under any circumstances, at all costs. And they constantly fail every single day. You know what I'm saying? It's been like 3-4 days, all week long, I've been getting attempts on my life. Imagine everything that I've said already before today, globally and nationally. And imagine how it is possible right now. For any reason. You know what I'm saying? They got a hit on a Christian. You know what I'm saying? They are not Christians. You feel me? This country is not under God and don't lie on my father's name no more. You feel me? Don't lie on my father's name no more. And you are not, and these people are not Team Elijah. You know what I'm saying? That's lying. You know what I'm saying? Because while I'm here and while I was here, they spent every second of their lives to make my life hell. You know what I'm saying? They can never claim, nah. You know what I'm saying? They can't claim to be under God. Facts. You know what I'm saying? They can never claim to be under God. Well, they see a few bad apples. Well, facts. Feel me? It spoiled a whole bunch. Just how it is. And I ain't cool with that, you know. Nah.